Hi guys, welcome to another segment of today's episode. In today's section, we'll be going into the zoo. We are out of the kitchen today. Yeah, welcome to the zoo. Zoo where you see several animals. Let's take a outdoor walk and let's have a little knowledge about what's happening around us. Yeah. In today's episode, just as I said earlier, we'll be talking about Africa. We'll be going to the zoo to check exactly what is happening there and to learn and to have more insight and knowledge about the animals we all see. And some of us have not seen some of these animals. So with this episode, you will have more insight of what actually is happening there. Africa, as we all know, has several different types of habitats, from jungles and forests to grassland and desert. The second largest continent after Asia, and it is a home to many beautiful and dangerous animals of most varied size, both natural and etc. The top white animal in Africa are those that people most often seek out in safaris, with many being animal native to Africa, and these safaris animals are housed in national parks, game reserve, and other sanctuaries for both human safety as well as to avoid them being part of the extinct animals in Africa. All of them can be seen in South Africa, and they are all native animal. And since Africa is made up of several countries containing their own culture, containing their own language, containing their own tradition, and all tribes. Africa per se is very large and big, containing several language and several inhabitants and several different good things. You see? So the aren't per se being African animals that represent the entire continent, and hence each country has its own official national animal, with some countries having more than one national animal or sharing the same national animal as that of others. Well, since there haven't been any official African animals yet to represent the entire continent, it is very, just as I said earlier, each country or each state needs to maintain per se its animals, its zone, its national zone, and make sure that these animals are well fed and can represent very well in terms of sport and um other adventures. Well, while talking about this, we've been saying long about those animals and their safety and their originations and also the characteristics of these animals. Let's now look at the maintenance and the safety of these animals and how these animals can develop, or how they can grow for, how they are being properly fed. And let's look inside the zoo and see what exactly is happening there. On my own part, I think the for those who are concerned, the government or the private sectors or whoever that is concerned about on this, the national park or the reserve game center and other areas, I think they are doing their perfect best on looking at the safety and all that is being found, the hygienic process and everything. I think they are doing their perfect best. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time on the next episode. Please try and subscribe to this channel.